CarawanCo presents a CarawanCo puzzle production, a follow-up. Hello everyone, and welcome to CarawanCo Puzzle Productions, where life is a puzzle. Well, it's finally time for the memorial video. Sorry if I'm a little zoomed out, but hard to get all this stuff in frame. Dusty. I've chosen this memorial video to be a two-parter. A follow-up project and memorial. And the reason for that is because the project I'm going to be doing is going to be using the device in this package, this case here. And I will get to why that's relevant to the memorial in a moment. But for now, some of you may recognize this wood trick clock. Beautiful piece. It was featured in an earlier video, and it seems that just after I finished that video, the rubber bands that hold the drawer here in place, they broke. Yeah, apparently the rubber bands I were using were the wrong size ones. So there was too much tension and they snapped. So, let's start fixing that, shall we? Hey, I couldn't find the original clock instruction book, but I found the instructions online, and also, excuse the bandage on my finger, work has given me a few blisters. But, this should be all I need. Not sure how well you can see that, but I can tell by this diagram that for the project I intend to do, which is replace the rubber band here with a spring, I need to cut a door in the back of this puzzle here somewhere. Now, that's one of the problems with this clock. It's beautifully designed, but if you have any problems with the mechanism in here, you've got to basically tear this thing apart in order to get to it. Like, there's no latches or anything. So I'm going to give it one. The first thing we got to do is reinforce these joints. Wood glue. Good. Here. Don't want to put too much on here. Right. This is a piece I intend on using for the actual latch that will hold the door closed about there. I'll do some proper measurements later. But for now, we shall use this to smooth out the glue. And also reinforce the wood a little bit while we're at it. Alright, and now that the wood has been glued, we shall wait an hour for the glue to cure. Okay, well, it's actually been a couple of days now, scheduling conflicts, but during that time I realized I'd forgotten a few things. If I'm going to attach a hinge, can't even really see that, but if I'm going to attach a hinge to this thing, I need to drill some holes first. So drill drill bits. Also, I need to measure where I'm going to cut. So calipers and something to draw with. Also, I originally excuse me, wanted to rivet You can't even see that. Ooh, okay. I originally wanted to rivet this into place for the clasp, but I realized that if I did that, it would be difficult to turn. So I'll be using this screw instead. This way I can easily adjust it as I need to. Now, this stuff, the glasses and hearing protection, I'm going to need that when I actually cut the wood, but I got this from work. It's a standard issue stuff. This stuff actually comes in a package. It's from a vending machine. Yeah. As for this, they're not. You can't even see that. I'm not sure you can even see this, but they have a picture of Cerberus up here, but they're not Cerberus brand. I don't remember what they're called off the top of my head, but interesting choice for a safety logo. So anyway, if we compare these, the door on the other side of the drawer is just below these notches. So what I'm planning to do, oh, also, I realized I needed a pencil and a marker for the actual measurements. I don't know why that didn't occur to me sooner. But going to be drawing a line from across the bottom of here. Here, so, and get my calipers out for a straight edge. Also, I don't know if it's necessary, but I have covered up the labels on the calipers here and on my cordless drill. I apologize for any flashing that I don't catch in editing. I have no clue how that's happening. Alright. Wait a minute. Let's try something first. This is going to be incredibly sloppy, but I'm doing the best I can here. Let's try this. A lot more even than I was expecting. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to be so much because it's not 2 points to work with. Unless I'm able to work on the other side. Okay, so like I said, incredibly sloppy, but that should work. So where's the lines I don't need so I don't get confused. Alright, I think that looks good. Alright. Now, as I said before, because the drawer face here so close to here, we're going to measure the height here out of the door, and that will tell me how far down I need to make this bottom line. Assuming I can make the drawer come out. There we go. Alright. Now, measure the depth of the drawer. Tighten the set screw. Huh. Looks like we'll be cutting just above the wood trick logo. Yeah, wood trick words here. So with that in mind, it makes this easier. I'll just draw across the top, or just underneath the letters there. Alright. So now the plan is to cut out here and here first. That way I can secure the latch and the hinge, and without having to wrestle with this piece. Well, I don't think I need this anymore. Right, so next step is to cut these lines. Ignore any background noise you may hear. I may or may not need this in the future. I'm not sure. Now, for this thing. You still need this. So you can't see that. A little button down here locks this thing into place. Oops. Okay. I didn't realize this Dremel tool wouldn't have a cutting wheel with it. But my stuff is falling all around me. But I have plenty of my own. Hoping this thing fits. Yes. Beautiful. Let's see. Which one do I want to go with? Guess I'll go with you. Right. Eye protection from sawdust. Hearing protection from the noise. Right. Don't know how long this is going to take me, but it'll only take you a few seconds. I didn't realize just how thick this plywood is. I'm going to have to get a larger blade on here. Oh, there it is. Okay then. I need to put this one back. I unfortunately gouged that a little, but this will still work. So now, mark these points. Okay. Now that these holes are marked, find an appropriate size drill bit. Actually, I think what we need to do is find an appropriate size rivet first. Okay, let's see the largest one it is. This is a largest rivet is 3/16. Maybe I can work with this. Don't have a hex piece for this one, so I have to make do with an adapter. want to drill too fast. And this really isn't the best drill bit to be using for this. It's supposed to be used for metal. Swapping out for a smaller one. I can drill a bit of a pilot hole. Oops! Okay. Yeah, these drill bits are not the best. They have a tendency to catch and come loose. Alright. Now, there we go. Easy now. I'm going to pop the rivet without breaking the wood. Ah, dang it. A little much on the hands. Okay. That seems to have worked. Now I definitely want to be careful here because on the other side of this is where the drawer is. Okay. Matter of fact, I'm going to release it, drawer if I can, so that I don't drill into it. Hopefully, we're going through there. Yeah, I have. Dang. Ow. Okay. And I think that's the last we need of this. And so, we say goodbye to the rivet gun. Alright. And actually, don't think I need this anymore either. I just needed this to map this out, but we've done that. So, alright. Alright. And now to cut along here, and cut along here. Hopefully I can get this. This was a bit of an oopsie on my part. Human protection back in. Eye protection back in. Alright, finally. Okay, this is done. Well, I mean, not the project, but that part of it. Okay, that's done. Oops. Forgot about these with a rivet gun. So, don't need this anymore. Don't need this anymore. But we will be coming back to that. This painter's tape will mark the proverbial X. So the center of the wood is about here. Now this is technically a metal punch, but it should work just fine. I had originally planned on marking this on the other side, but this seems easier. Oh yeah, a lot easier. All right. Now, there is a specific reason why I did that. I'll get to it in a moment. In fact, it's the basis for this entire project. Now let's see if I can pull that off again. I probably don't need to be this precise, but matter of fact, I won't be after this part. This is very sloppy freehand. Not bad, actually. It's a good idea to start from the corners and slowly work your way in. That way, you can see the line you're trying to get to in your peripheral vision. I don't know if that's dead center, but it's close enough. Alright. So, don't need this anymore. Alright. And actually, I don't need these anymore either. Blew out some sawdust. And there's a lot of sawdust here. I was originally planning to use these to mark the metal, but since I decided not to do that, I don't need these either. Deep breath. I coated my phone with sawdust. Whoops. Lots of deep breaths, so I don't hyperventilate. Don't need these either. And I don't think I need this either. I don't have a reason to, well, I might as well. I'll just go ahead and erase these. No one's ever going to see them unless they open up the back, but okay. In case you're wondering why I'm snapping with my right hand, it's because I can't with my left. I don't know what the deal is. And this is an assortment of springs that I, of course, got from Harbor Freight. I assure you, I am not sponsored by them. I also got these specifically for this project. Okay, so definitely how deep can you go? Also, I accidentally cut into some of this wood in here, but it doesn't seem to have affected it that much. Got about an inch and a quarter depth there. This one might work. I prefer to have something a little bit longer though, so that you can kind of bind up when the thing's closed. This might be the one I can go with. Some significant spring force to it. Had to go get my multi-tool. It's kind of big and fat for this, but better than using my bare fingers. These springs have coiled ends, and I'll try to straighten those out. Okay, so I'll move it through here. And I shall be using my helping hand stand with its alligator clips. Switching to phone view, I will attempt to solder this thing in place. Attempt being the operative word. Solder gun in hand. Now hopefully I can do this while getting the metal so hot that it burns the wood. Okay, I have an idea. So I need... Wait a minute. I know what I need. It's not exactly going to be clean, but all I need to do is twist this back around. Yeah, breaking off the solder, that shows you how strong it is. And that, right there, should actually suffice. It's not pretty, but it'll work. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm trying to find an in-between angle on my gun mount. Can't even really see this. All right. That should do. A solid glob. And since it's basically wrapped in, since it's basically inside the coils, that shouldn't be coming out too easily. So with this in mind, I really should have pre-unwound this before I solder that in place. As a matter of fact, what I did back there is what I was intending to do. Yeah, with this one. Yeah, sorry you can't see that. I can barely see it. Matter of fact, I might have an easier time seeing it on the phone. Yeah. There we go. And there is some spring force there. Nice. Very nice. Sorry about the camera angles. I'm having just as much trouble seeing this as you are. Nice. That actually worked out better than I was expecting. I probably don't need to add any solder here, but I'm going to anyway, if I can get it in there. Yeesh. Sorry about that. Actually, let's try to crimp that a little bit tighter. Don't like how easy it was to get that through there. And actually, I may not need any solder after that. Let's see, how easy is it to close this thing? Pressing the back. Okay, let's bend that in a little bit. Actually, second thought, let's just try to bring this spring bit. Okay. Okay, there we go. This may not work as originally hoped. Let's see if I can press that. Okay. Okay, so this will work. I just need to refine it a little. But like I said, I never use it, so consider this a proof of concept. Can't believe I forgot I still needed my drill. Alright. I don't really like the way that the drawer is stuck out here, so I may come back and work on this. But proof of concept wise, it works. I may just need a shorter screw. I mean, a shorter spring. I'll experiment with these in the future and see what works, see what doesn't. But in the meantime, the follow-up project is completed. So, the helping hands. The drill. For real this time. Soldering tools. It's cooled down by now, so I can use it properly. Yeah. My soldering kit. Spring set. I thought I might need to use some glue in case I was afraid of the heat getting too close to the wood. Put it in here and catching on fire. But turns out I didn't need this either. Multi-tool. Okay, as I said, sloppy, but it works as a proof of concept. Now, as for that Craftsman set, what's so important about this is that I borrowed it from my grandfather, and that I intended to use it on this project a long time ago. So, well, I finally done it, and now I can return it to him. Well, his shop, technically. He has no use for it, obviously, he has no use for it, obviously, but if I return it to him, if I return it to his shop, then I know where it is when I need it. And now we can get rid of this for real.